Hello everyone, it's Monday, the week is starting again, and that means we're playing Spider-Man until we finished it. And I think until everyone is here, I might actually just get started with a little bit of street crime.
Sorry to interrupt your romantic evening.
Whoa, whoa. Okay. Whoa, there's a big guy as well, that's not good.
Watch out!
Oh, he's a watcher. You die now! Whoop.
Hate seeing
Okay.
a city like this.
Off
Gotta
blue
find
to a
some way
car.
to get things under control.
Yay! Some way to get it under control. That sounds good. Okay. So we've done a little street crime just because, well, it was there. So, we're starting Spider-Man. Well, not starting, like continuing. Sorry.
Peter, I'm with May. It's bad. You need to get that anti-serum here within the hour. And if you can't, then you need to get yourself here.
Uh-oh. If I can't, I need to get myself here. That's not good. Oh, there's some prime somewhere over there. I'm wondering where the... Oh, okay, that's where... I thought those red lines were for something. I like that,
Maybe next time just stay in prison. Save us all some hassle.
I like that they actually turn the camera a little bit for you. Whoop.
Okay, I visited your website, and nowhere did it say make crisis situations worse.
Prisoners and stolen
Whoa.
vehicles are opening fire on civilians. Officers near Bowery, please respond.
Alright. Got rid of a few goons. There's still one left. Sorry, I didn't want to
Good. Tell your friends.
leave you behind. Wasn't there a thing a second ago? Oh, there. Oh, it ends up just outside of view, I guess. Oops.
All units. Armed
You
fugitives
know,
are
I don't mean to
assaulting the base.
overreact, but I'm starting to take this personally.
Over. Got a man down.
Whoops. Left it for a little too long.
You guys gotta know you deserve that, right?
Okay, and now where is my backpack? So, right up there. Easy peasy.
An Oscorp visitor badge from when I interviewed there. Would have paid well, but Dr. Octavius offered the chance to really make a difference.
Well, I have 2 skill points, and I think the ones I need to unlock. No, that is actually 2. Okay. Nice. Not purchased. Swing kick, 2 points. They're both 2 points each, so. What new suit did pop up? Oh, almost done with all the suits. Last Stand suit. That's one I'm not familiar with. Spider jacket and mask. That looks kinda nice. Has a bit of pulp hero to it. You know, I guess like the Spider-Man noir suit is supposed to be. Like, you know, this one. Kind of that same chest thing going for it. Okay. So I guess there isn't, I don't know, like, there's still this last one that we haven't seen yet. But there has to be one that is, you know, sorry, we haven't seen that last one, so maybe that's it, but I would have kind of expected a black suit, like the symbiote suit or whatever, you know, not like with symbiote abilities, but at least, you know, the classic black suit. But I mean, there are several suits that are, ooh, squirrel, that are black. Oh yeah, I'm 4 minutes over. I thought at first I would just, you know, do a bit of street crime because it kept popping up. Thanks, Stimpy, for reminding me to turn off the stream starting thing. Hello, how you're doing? Yeah, where was I? Yeah, there are some black suits, so I guess it's just not the classic symbiote suit. And I mean, it makes sense, you know, if Venom is not in this story, then they wouldn't give you a suit that looks like Venom yet, you know, because they might save it for later. Alright, so, we're good. We have a lot of stuff to do. Drone challenge, bomb challenge. What other challenges do we have? Combat challenge. That sounds like one that's easy enough for me to do. Another bomb challenge, another combat challenge. Let's do a few combat challenge just to unlock that one more crazy suit. Good morning, Uli. Yeah, right, exactly. I'm not, who was it to say that? Was it Robin Williams? I think it was, wasn't it? Actually, it's been so long, you know, like, it's proverbial by now. I don't even remember what the original was. It's like the Arkham helicopters almost, like,
to 1013. Officers are taking sniper fire.
Oh,
Reported location is Kips Bay. Over.
sniper fire. Not good.
Hate convicts with sniper rifles. Not a good combo.
Don't know, don't care. Just don't give them a target to use it on.
Okay. So let's see if we can do that.
Sorry, I've been off the grid. Any new intel?
No, we've got nothing.
Oh. She's not sounding good either.
I mean,
I'm sick. Everyone is now. My guys all went home to be with their families. I didn't see any reason to stop them.
hey, come on. I've never known you to give up. We can do this. It'll be okay.
I don't believe that anymore. I did everything I knew how to do. Gave all I had, and things just got worse. It's over. I'm going to my mom's. She's got it too. She's a widow, and no one should be alone with.
Snoring now. I understand. Go. Yuri, thanks for all your help. And thanks for being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend. Oh, that's a bit sad now. You know, if they, you know, like they're telling a good story, so I'm willing to give them some leeway. But that doesn't mean I won't be angry if they like kill Aunt May or Yuri at this point, or you know, generally in that game. I think they're such great characters, and they should get a chance to do a few things more.
This is Sable Control. What's the status of our Kips Bay position? TCP is 5 by 5, detaining all suspicious persons.
Oh. What are you people doing up there?
Sable agents! Just who I didn't want to see!
Missed
Ground
the
Zero
opportunity
Control.
for the
Need a
takedown.
status update from Turtle Bay. This is Armored Patrol reporting in. No sign of the target. Enemy contact.
This is really flattering. But tell Silver Sable I only like her as a friend.
APC turret disabled. Switch to small arms. Take him out.
Okay. Next ones, please.
Looks like my webs bring all the boys to the yard.
Aww. I've waited so long for Spider-Man to be modern enough to actually say this. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I should probably, yeah, take that one down. I used the wrong button. That's why it didn't work. I think those are trash cans, not mailboxes, so I should be okay. Okay. Got more crime. So let's see, where do we want to go? There should be... oh, it's on the building on the left?
One of Lee's corrupted.
Oh,
Call this guy an ambulance. Hope they can help him.
There's the challenge. Let's see.
Better jump in and save that guy.
Oh, that wasn't good.
I'm ready for anything you can do!
Oops. Of course you would attack the one guy with the shield.
I'm ready for you!
No.
Better from you.
Retry, of course. I want that last token for that one suit that you might have seen in the list, which I want to show, which looks really interesting.
I need to take him down fast.
I'm ready for anything you can do! Like we practiced! Still outnumber him! You know what happens if you fail! Prison for you! Move!
So why do they have sable weapons? That's not fair. Shouldn't waste my takedowns on the wrong people every time. There's a car in the way. Oh, up there is shooty guy. Okay, I really gotta get shooty guy. Come on. Okay, good.
Could have done better.
Okay, but I got the minimum score, I guess. Base enemy score. Total score. But 22,000. I'm far away from that, but that's fine. I got the token. Alright, let's get that suit. Because it's a really fun... Oh, I actually also wanted this one for the abilities, and that would actually just take 3 challenge tokens. But this one kind of looks cool, don't you think? Like cel-shaded and all. Quips insult your enemy's pride. Ah, now I'm tempted. But really, yeah, I originally wanted the Iron Spider, that's true. And I wanted to try out this ability, so I guess I'll go for that. And see what it does.
Scared the hell out of me.
Some hero you've been. Keep the faith, Spidey.
Alright, wait, can I unlock any other suits that I have? I need 3 more research tokens for the 2099. I need 3 more challenge tokens for the velocity suit. This one is also like, this is black, white. Yeah, you need to get your eyes examined. So I think I have no suits. Oh, here, this one I could unlock, I guess. I think the others I already have, yeah. So that's why it shows as new. But do I want this right now? I think I'll save that for later. Okay, now let's go save someone, and I mean, you know, family. And go to that main mission and find the antidote if we can. Oh, there's a landmark here. Oh. Empire State Building.
Love it.
Chrysler Building. Okay,
I've never
sorry.
met you before, and I'm not going to start now. It's looking bad. We're running short on time. The elderly especially are in rough shape. And the NDC, despite working around the clock, as yet has no results. But do not forget this. We are New Yorkers. We take care of each other. We do what's right to the very end. And if we are facing the end, I can tell you this from the bottom of my heart. There's no one I'd rather have at my side. Whatever comes next, we will face it bravely.
Stop shooting at me. Okay, did I get everyone here? I think I got. Well, that's interesting that the... I like that, you know, they don't make Jonah ranting and raving until the end, you know, but that he's actually, you know, allowed to show some humanity. So that's an awesome bit of characterization. Where were you?
Be advised, fugitives are opening fire from stolen vehicles. Officers in Murray Hill, stand by for further instructions.
Again? No, I get it. It's not like the city has real problems. Well done. That makes it, what, 100 counts of assaulting a Sable agent?
Alright. Could have probably tried out my spider power. Could probably still do that. Oh, cool. That looks interesting. Just a little bit scary. Okay. Oh. Where are you? Oh, down there. Okay.
1043, police transport is under assault by armed hostiles.
So is attacking me
Officers
part of
needed in
an
the garment
insanity
district.
defense, or what? You mess with the wrong guy! Here you go!
Yeah, insanity defense sounds about right for attacking Spider-Man, but
let's be real.
okay. So this way. No, don't stay on me. Don't stay on me.
Yuri, a group of escaped inmates looks like they've gotten their hands on some serious firepower.
Okay. But that's not our main mission. So let's just be very selective right now. Because we have to save the living and good people of the city. And of course we also have to learn how to use this blooming oh. Okay, that's Doc Ock's labs. The question is,
Armed hostiles.
warning, this is your last chance to upgrade gear and abilities before the end of the story. Press X to continue.
Assaulting a police transport. Need immediate response in Chelsea, over.
Okay, so the thing I'm gonna do now is do a manual save here. Because of course, I might want to go back. But I guess let's finish the story and hope. And in case I screw up here, and I actually need some abilities for the boss fight or something, then at least we can go back. But let's try this. Let's see how our Spider-Man does. The question is, do I want the spider arms or do I want my focus again? Well, let's risk the iron arms. Oh, I should have checked if I have any mods or skills to update, but I don't think so. Well, we shall see. No mask, not a good idea.
We did the impossible, Doc. But now I have to destroy it. With a little creation of my own.
Ooh. New Spidey suit. That looks interesting. Those sounds just scared the heck out of me. Don't do that. Okay, but I guess that was the compromise they had for giving Spidey a black suit. Mayor taken hostage. So at least they know now where he took him.
And once again, we have live footage of Mayor Osborn being held captive on the roof of Oscorp Tower.
You want me to beg? Not gonna happen!
The world will know the truth before they mop you off the pavement.
Go! Oh!
Tell them what you did.
I never...
Everything you have is built on lies! Lies! You stole my company, my ideas! Now, the truth.
The truth. Okay. The truth is, you were only ever worth a damn when you worked for me! The truth is, you could never accept that I'm better than you! You're a failure, Otto! And you always will be!
Alright. That was a cutscene. He seems happy.
Give me the anti-serum! Otto, you've worked your whole life to help people. Please.
You're fighting the wrong man. But have it your way.
Whoops.
Time, please!
I'll turn over the anti-serum when Osborn pays for his crimes!
Oops. Okay. That'll be an interesting boss fight. Ah, okay. So that's how it's supposed to work. Evade him, and then...
Just give me the anti-serum! You've already done enough to ruin Osborn!
No! He always bounces back!
Oh no.
He has to lose everything!
Whoops. Oh, I think we don't have our suit power anymore.
I see you have a new suit!
That's not good.
It won't help!
I know your weaknesses!
I have no weaknesses!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
wasting my time!
Alright. Not really got an idea. I guess I just have to avoid him? I don't know. Use webs and gadgets to stun him. Okay. Oh. Just had the prompt.
Trying to help you!
That's not good. I don't think I'm gonna make it this time. Ooh.
Don't worry, the city's in safe hands.
No. Health too low to take that last hit.
We don't have much time! Please! I'll turn over the anti-serum when Osborn pays for his crime!
Carp.
Just give me the anti-serum! You've already done enough to ruin Osborn!
Okay.
He always bounces back! He has to lose everything!
I need to really avoid his attacks better. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You have a new suit! It won't help! I know your weaknesses! I have no weaknesses!
Okay, I really can't get a second hit in after. Oops.
You're wasting my time!
Ah. Alright, again. Okay, let's just have a look at what abilities I have.
We don't have much time! Please! I'll turn over the anti-serum when Osborn pays for his crime!
Whoop.
Just give me the anti-serum! You've already done enough to ruin Osborn! No! He always bounces back! He has to lose everything!
Where the heck am I? Come on, let me out of that corner. Okay. Let's just bounce, bounce, bounce.
I see you have a new suit! It won't help! I know your weaknesses! I have no weaknesses! You're wasting my time!
Oops.
Osborn's the criminal, not me!
I'm trying to help you!
Whoops.
Hurting yourself!
Keep ignoring what I'm doing. Yes, thank you.
I've lost all patience with you!
Nope. Just getting back on the building kills me. Okay. Jump too early. This is a really forgiving fight.
Getting tired yet? I can do this all day! Enough playing!
Why aren't you shooting at the right thing, Spidey?
Gotta move.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey! Wow. Setting the whole roof on fire. Please don't make me do that whole fight again.
We don't have much time! Please! I'll turn over the anti-serum when Osborn pays for his crime!
Give me the anti-serum! You've already done enough to ruin Osborn!
No! He always bounces back!
Alright, let's try this again. This will be very depressing. Also, let's see.
Time! Please! I'll turn over the anti-serum when Osborn pays for his crime!
Oh.
Just give me the anti-serum! You've already done enough to ruin Osborn!
No! He always bounces back!
So I'm webbing each leg separately, and that's how it works. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boof.
I see you have a new suit! It won't help!
I know your weaknesses!
I have no weaknesses!
Oh, okay.
You're wasting my time! Enough playing!
Okay. And now I have to get off the roof somehow. Alright, that worked.
People are dying! They need the anti-serum now!
I will cure the city after I bring down Osborn!
Alright. Wait, that's...
Let me save the city! Then we can do whatever you want!
I already know what I want! Now get out of my way before I really hurt you!
Give me the anti-serum, and I promise Osborn will face charges!
Liar! Just like us! Nothing but lies!
What happened to the man who wanted to help people?
The weakling? The loser? He's gone!
Wrong button. Suddenly I have real big problems. Ah, that was too late. Okay.
Doctor, you're not thinking clearly!
On the contrary, I fight him! Enough of this!
Oh. Ouch. Uh-oh.
Such a disappointment. Parker.
He knows.
You knew? I tried to warn you, Peter, but you didn't listen. You knew. I won't let you win. This means too much to me!
Not more than it means to me!
Yay, we're dropping a tower. Are we fighting on the side of a building now?
Can't you see all the people you're hurting?
You'll never understand! You haven't suffered like I have!
What do I do here?
You should be on my side!
I was!
Okay, I can at least walk sideways somehow. But I have no UI, so I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, I guess I just have to evade.
No gadgets. Web shooters are ruined.
Oh, I can hit him. Okay. At least there's that. Oh, okay. Bit generous here, thankfully. And I have to evade. Okay. That's an interesting fight now. It's really minimalist now.
Please, think of the man you were!
That man is gone. You can't save me, Peter.
Then I guess you'll have to save yourself! You were my hero!
Ah, okay, we've got one of his legs. Good.
It meant so much to me! I hate that you're making me do this!
Thankfully they're doing slow motion. Thank you.
You look tired, Parker.
Not tired. Just hurt.
Interesting cutscene.
Otto! Stop!
If you want to change the world, you have to be the kind of man who can make the hardest decisions.
I couldn't agree more. No! The anti-serum.
Alright, now I get a quick time event, I guess.
Peter, I saw you as a son. I should have known you'd turn on me, just like all the others.
Turn. I've worshipped you. Your mind, your conscience, wanting to help others. The way you never gave up.
That's because men like us have a duty, a responsibility, to use our talents in the service of others. Even if they don't appreciate it, we have to do what's best for those beneath us, whether they understand it or not.
No, you're wrong. You are everything I wanted to be. You just threw it away.
Yes, of course. You're right, Peter. Oh, I see that now. The neural interface affected my mind. But I can fix it. We can fix it. Together. If you'll help me.
Do everything I can. I'll make sure you get the best help.
No! If they put me away, they'll take my arms. I'll be trapped in this useless body. Please, Peter. That wasn't me. You said you'd never abandon me. You promised. Remember? And of course, you rest easy, knowing your secret is safe with me.
You do what you think is best, Doc. It's all any of us can.
Peter?
That threat.
Like hell.
Peter, where are you going? Peter? Peter!
Whoa. Scary moment. That was yeah.
It's still viable. We'll need the entire sample as a base to produce more doses.
How long will that take?
A few hours. Maybe a day.
No.
What if we use it to cure someone right now?
Then there won't be enough to cure the others.
No. Come on,
Only
you
a few
can't
minutes.
do that.
You're gonna be okay, ma'am. I've got the cure right here.
Take off your mask. I want to see my nephew.
Of course.
You knew?
I've known for a while.
I never wanted you to worry.
I did. And I am so proud of you. And Ben would be too. All the people you've saved.
I don't know what to do.
Yes, you do.
You learned that from Octavius. Have to make the hard decisions. Oh. Jesus, you can't do this to me. You know, if you gotta do it, this was the right way to do it. I suspect there was music here. But we can't have that because Sony keeps blocking everything. That's a quiet ending.
So?
Hi, Mary Jane Watson, Associate Editor.
I knew you could do it.
What about you? Find a job yet?
Oh, no, but,
I'll be right with you, honey. Thank you.
I was actually considering maybe a career change.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think I might want to become a chef.
I'm sorry. No, it's... You're a scientist. A good one.
Yeah, the last project I worked on, I created a monster octopus that almost destroyed the city, so...
Yeah. I mean, you do make a hell of a chicken curry.
I do. Still working on my dumplings, though.
Going camping?
Oh, My new place isn't gonna be ready for about a week, so I'm gonna be crashing with Miles for the next few nights.
Oh. You know, you can always stay at my place. Only if you want to.
No, I mean, yes. I mean, no, I don't. I not want to, but meaning I do want to, but only if you do.
I never stopped wanting to.
Me neither.
Aww. And that's it. So I'm sure there's music here, so just imagine Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Da-da-dum, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, that was a tough ending. But it was a good story. It was, you know, a good Spider-Man story. So I guess that's what you can do in this game. I wonder if they're doing like a Marvel style stinger at the end. I guess we found out. So yeah, that was the ending. I was surprised that it was this quickly. I mean, I could have done some more side missions and stuff, but you can definitely finish that. So I guess there was only about an hour left at most. Huh. Mary Jane's hair looks much less cool if you see like what segments it's made of, like you know, with this line style that they have here. It's kind of weird that this story kind of, I mean, it's, you know, it fits Spider-Man because he's always, you know, there's this Parker luck where he always runs into you know, unfortunate events and things like where, you know, like his biggest idols and his best friends turn out to be his enemies and things like that. It's a very soap opera approach to storytelling that Marvel has, and Spider-Man was one of the, you know, first instances of that where they developed that. You know, like Hulk was still Jekyll and Hyde. You bet he creates them by his presence. Yeah. I think you've been listening to too many J podcast episodes. I'm telling you, Stimpy. Careful there. What whose people's opinions you let into your brain. The other theory would be that he has just been among people who do this stuff, and you know, that's what made him Spider-Man. Have you ever thought of that? You know, like if the, you know, like the spider they found that we saw bite Miles, you know, if that is any
I'm not
indicator.
an expert or anything, but I think it's in the way that you ask her.
I'm getting too nervous. Hey, all right, so where do you want this?
Right over here's fine.
Right. Hey, so Pete?
Yeah.
I, kinda gotta talk to you about something I can't tell my mom about.
What's up?
Well, weird things have been going on. Like, physically.
Oh.
No, Peter, not that.
Well, you know, you're at that age where your body starts to change. And so you may be noticing some areas, for example.
Not that. I think it's better that I just I show you.
No, no.
It's pretty weird, right?
Nice. That's a good last moment. Okay. Okay. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get the payoff for this in the game. I'm hoping that there's like, I don't know, I've heard there's plans for DLC. I don't know anything more really. And well, I know one tiny thing, but I don't want to mention that here before the DLC comes out. And I'll probably play that DLC. So, anyway. Yeah, that's, I hope that if they do DLC, that there will be one DLC where at least you get to, play as Miles and kind of develop him up from like a beginner Spider-Man to like having a whole bunch of powers at least. And Miles in the comics has different powers than Peter. Because like in the comics, I mean, we saw here that there was like a spider that Osborn was experimenting on, and MJ here, I don't know if that's this world's explanation or if that was just MJ's theory and it turns out no, it's worse. So here MJ says, oh, Osborn was probably trying to replicate Spider-Man's powers, and so he managed to do some of them. In the comics, it's actually, at least in Ultimate Spider-Man, where Miles originally came from, it was that Peter got bitten by one of the spiders that Osborn made. And then a later iteration of those spiders is what bit Miles, which was also like taken by someone who broke into Osborn's labs and came near Miles. So that part of the story is the same. So I really like that they kept this stuff, and it would be interesting gameplay-wise to have these different powers that Miles has. Also because, Miles is much earlier on in the whole Spider-Man thing, so he has a good opportunity to make mistakes, and he has his own friends and enemies. So that would be quite cool to have, DLC with Miles and some of the other characters. Like I think, Silver Sable can actually be a really interesting character. I would kind of like if she showed up. I'd like Miles, as I said. There are like 4 Spider-Women more. There is, what's her name, Julia Carpenter, which was like the second Spider-Man during the Spidey Black costume era, or rather right before that. There was Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman, who was sort of the first, I think. There is Aranya, and you can have Spider-Gwen. She goes as, I think she usually goes by Spider-Girl, but and I think there were a few anyway. So those are all in different ways interesting characters that are also like they have their own specialization on story. Like Jessica Drew for a long time was the Spider-Woman that constantly got in contact with magic. on the other hand, the ultimate Jessica Drew was actually a clone of Peter Parker that they kind of made to make Spider-Man, where they thought, oh, we'll make her a woman. She'll be easier to control. And yeah, Fat Good that did them. She kicked their asses pretty good. So, like you have a lot of characters in and around Spider-Man. There's also some, villains or former villains, like, what was it? For example, Sandman is a really ambiguous character in the comics. He basically, like if you saw, I think it was the Raimi movies that had Sandman in it. He's a really interesting character, because he is basically someone who turns to crime because he finds he has no better venue, and he gets these sand superpowers by an accident, as far as I remember. And so, that's really the only thing he has, and he goes like, okay, I can do better break-ins with that. So it would be really cool to, for example, have that, play with Sandman. That would be like, I don't know if you know the Arkham games, is it Arkham Knight or whatever it's called? Like, I think it's the last one. You actually get to play as a lot of Batman's, extended family, so to say. When you play as Catwoman, for instance, like Batman has like this grappling gun and can like just shoot to the top of the building, like Spider-Man can here, basically. It basically works the same way, like also with this attachment point that shows up, and then you go up there. And on the other hand, Catwoman has to like do several jumps to scale the side of a window of a building. Like you can kind of say like, yeah, I want to go up there, I think, but it still will go via the intermediate points and things like that. And so it's the gameplay feels very different. Because like she's not quite as fast paced, and she doesn't have as much armor as Batman, but on the other hand, she has other abilities and ranged abilities and things like that Batman doesn't have in this game, or at least only has at a very late point. And so it would be really cool to have, like something very different gameplay-wise from Spider-Man in general, like Sandman. You could see like Sandman can somehow, like extend himself and that way, get up a building or something, but you could make it quite different, and also combat as Sandman would probably feel completely different because you have to like when you avoid an enemy, you don't jump from side to side, but rather like you split yourself or something. So they could make it more of combat that involves like choosing the side to which to dodge or from which to defend. It's more like in those sword fighting games where you have to choose like, do I block with a shield towards the left, towards the right, or forward, or up, or whatever. Like there's different buttons, and you could in that way use different kinds of gameplay for these other characters, and I could see them doing really well with stuff like that, and I'm hoping that they will do a lot of DLC for this and do, innovative things like that. Also, I hope it's DLC because I want to play this stuff right now and very soon. And DLC usually means they take the game with the same engine, basically, add a few tiny things or something, or, use some configurations that were in the game from early testing. Like, usually when a game is developed, for most good games, what they do is they have, parameters that they can change and things like that. And they try those out first and find out which one feels the best for the abilities they want. But as a side effect from that, they discover all sorts of fun gameplay things that just, don't make sense for Spider-Man, but work with this engine, and if you put the right animations on them, would look, amazing for Sandman or Black Cat or whoever. And so it would be really cool if they went and, took advantage of stuff like that, just to, and the advantage also would be if they already had that, you would have awesome game mechanics, but it doesn't take the time to develop a whole new game, which, a Marvel Spider-Man Part 2 would probably be one where they would do a lot of changes to the engine. Or even, like redevelop the engine from scratch and just go, we know it had these fundamental problems that we had to work around. We can now make it better by redoing the engine. And, like the things where the screen went black for a while whenever you went into a building, instead of just fluidly going into the building like it worked with, I don't know, the construction sites and a few other places. That would be something that maybe is just something that they couldn't do in the engine. But really, given this is a PlayStation game and the PlayStation hardware doesn't change, there is only so much you can get out of the PlayStation by rewriting the engine. Like if you made, quote unquote, a mistake in the original design but didn't have the time to redo that larger part at the point where you noticed that this was a mistake, because sometimes there's two equally valid ways, and one has downsides for one thing and one has downsides for another thing, and in the end you realize the downside for the one thing would have actually not been that bad, and the downside for the other